Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Monday, the 28th of March, 2022. I'm Michael Thompson. Every afternoon, Australia's most popular business podcast brings you the 5 news items you need to know about today. So let's jump into it. Story number 1 is the market. The S&P ASX 200 continued its run of gains, just closing up 0.1% to 7,412 points this afternoon. Metals and mining, financial and utility sectors all finished the day up. Among the miners, BHP was up a handy 2.3% today. Rio Tinto rose nearly 2% and Fortescue also finished 1% up. Obviously, the big miners are benefiting from soaring iron ore prices at the moment. We talked about this on this morning's episode. COVID disruptions and strong demand mean good, reliable supply from Australian miners is fetching a healthy price. A good day for the banks. All the big 4 were up, with Macquarie Group climbing as well. At the other end of the market, the tech stocks were the underperformers. Online accounting software Xero slumped more than 5%. Block, previously known as Square, the purchaser of Afterpay, was down 3.7%. But as I said, the market was still up just a fraction, which means the streak of gains remains unbroken for now. Story number 2, Matt Bekier, the Chief Executive Officer of the Star Entertainment Group, resigned this morning. Star Entertainment, best known probably for Sydney's casino, has been having a very bad month following a series of headline-grabbing revelations from an inquiry into whether Star is a suitable company to hold a casino licence. In a statement to the stock exchange, Star said Mr. Bekier told the board he's responsible for the effectiveness and adequacy of the casino's processes, policies, people and culture. The inquiries heard about a number of problems in those areas, and Mr. Bekier said the right thing for him to do was to take responsibility. His resignation followed reports earlier today that the New South Wales government will pursue the Star Group for any unpaid taxes resulting from the improper classification of spending by gamblers. What that basically means, and we mentioned this morning, is that the allegations were made to this inquiry that hundreds of thousands of dollars gambled in the casino were processed as accommodation payments. The New South Wales government could be owed millions of dollars. This story clearly has a very long way to run. Story number 3 today, further details have leaked, somewhat unsurprisingly, about tomorrow night's budget. About $18 billion is expected to be spent on big-ticket nation-building infrastructure projects. The federal government's home guarantee scheme, which lets first home buyers enter the housing market with a 5% deposit and without having to buy mortgage insurance, will be made permanent and expanded. Drivers will also get some relief at petrol bowsers, with the temporary cut to the fuel excise expected to be announced tomorrow night. The federal government collects 44.2 cents in excise per litre of petrol sold, and it's expected that the excise is going to be cut by between 10 and 20 cents for about 6 months. Story number 4 is about COVID. There were more than 42,500 new COVID cases reported around the country today, with more than 16,000 of those occurring in New South Wales. Public health experts today confirmed the new COVID-19 Omicron variant has already outstripped the previous wave's January peak, with school-aged children most likely to pick the variant up. The same experts believe that long-term, COVID-19 is most likely to become part of what they describe as the microbiological furniture. In other words, it's going to be something that we just start to live with, like the flu. And story number 5, which is really probably the only story that people are actually talking about this afternoon, is the Oscars. The 94th Annual Academy Awards took place in LA today. Best Picture went to Apple TV drama Coda. Kiwi director Jane Campion won Best Director for Power of the Dog. Now, if there was ever a time for Australia to claim yet another successful New Zealander, this afternoon would be that time. So welcome aboard, Jane Campion. All the winners, unfortunately, were upstaged, though, by Will Smith, slapping Chris Rock on stage over a comment made about Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith later apologised to the Academy during his speech for the Best Actor Oscar. What does an Oscar have to do with business? Well, the reputational benefits of winning an Oscar can boost a film's revenue by millions. Globally, the film industry is worth more than $42 billion. Locally, the industry generates revenues exceeding $1 billion annually. Just proof that we can link anything back to business and include it in the afternoon report. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 28th of March, 2022. Adam Lang and I will be back tomorrow morning for the Tuesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.